so grateful. Hey, I'm just so thankful. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Hey, hey, it's a good day. Hey, I'm feeling so grateful. Hey, I'm feeling so thankful. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Hey, in my cup. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, my cup is overflowing. Hey, so I gotta keep on going. Yeah, good morning. Hey, I'm just so grateful. I'm actually thankful. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Yeah, my cup is overflowing. Good morning. Hey, hey, I'm just so grateful. Hey, I'm thankful. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Hey, my cup is overflowing. Hey, I gotta keep on going. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, and thank you for joining. Hey,
and I ain't worried about yesterday.
Hey, hey, cause today is a new day. Hey, and I'm feeling so grateful. Yeah, I'm feeling so thankful. Hey, fill me up, fill me up.
Guess what?
Hey,
I ain't worried about yesterday.
hey, cause today is a new day. Hey, and I don't worry about yesterday. Hey, you alive, it's a good day. Hey, you alive, it's a good day. Hey, and I'm feeling so grateful. Hey, I'm feeling so thankful. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Hey, hey, my cup is overflowing. Hey, I gotta keep on going. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Good morning, good morning, and thank you for joining.
Good morning.
Good morning,
We
and
ain't
thank
worried
you
about
for joining.
yesterday.
Hey, hey, cause today is a good day. Hey, I don't care what the people say. Hey,
I feel like Buffalo Soul Runners looking for who stole something.
hey, we burning flags and ain't nobody coming.
Buffalo Soul Runners looking for who stole something.
We burning flags and ain't nobody coming. Hey, 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 I'm so connected to this energy. Hey, I'm so connected to this energy. Good morning, and thank you for joining. Hey, hey, it's a good day. Hey, it's a good day. Hey, you alive, it's a good day. Hey, it's all about your energy. Hey, it's all about the energy. Hey, you alive, it's a good day. Hey, you alive, it's a good day. Good morning, and thank you for joining. Hey, I'm feeling so grateful. thankful. Hey, hey, fill me up. Hey, fill me up, fill me up, fill me up now. Hey, my cup is overflowing. Hey, so I gotta keep on going. Hey, fill me up. Hey, good morning, and thank you for joining. Hey, hey, good morning, it's a good day. Hey, hey, if you at work, it's a good day. Hey, if you at home, it's a good day. Hey, think hard, it's a good day. Hey, you still going, it's a good day. Hey, you never gave up, a good day. Hey, y'all, it's a good day. Good morning, and thank you for joining. Hey, we winning, we thriving, we growing. Hey, good morning, grand rising. Hey, hey, whatever you say. Hey, just know it's a good day. We smiling, we stretching, we growing. Hey, bro, keep going. Sis, yeah, you glowing. Good morning. Hey, it's a good day. Hey, it's a good day. Hey, another chance, it's a good day. Hey.
Hey,
Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing well, in good energy, good spirits, and attracting the life you desire because it's your birthright. Of course, we're coming through with another live message for you guys. Make sure you take the message how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget, if you loved the video, to give it a thumbs up. Hit the bell notification. Hit all so that you are notified when we go live with more messages like this. Hey, tribe.
Chazab. Hey, everyone. I pray everyone is in good spirits, having a good morning, grand rising.
Family.
All of that, right? All right, so we had morning message time. You know what it is around here. And in light of Black History Month, we decided to pick, our history. So we chose different. We didn't choose your usual suspects. So we chose different people for spiritual reasons that hold a spiritual value. So I'm going to let my wife go first, and then I'll go after her.
Okay. So today I chose Esther Rolle. Now, Esther Rolle, she was born in November 8th, 1920, and till November 17th of 1988. Esther Rolle was best known for her role as Florida Evans. She started off on a show called Maude, and then we'll go into some more. So she started off on a show called Maude, but she's best known as Florida Evans for her portrayal as a housekeeper on a TV show called Maude. She stole the spotlight. Everybody loved Florida Evans, right? She initially hesitated taking the role because she was a daughter of a sharecropper, so those are people who are pretty much tenant farmers who work land owned by other people in exchange for a share of the crops produced rather than paying rent, right? So they would sharecrop. With an admired career on Broadway, Rolle was concerned about contributing to the stereotypical depiction of African Americans on the screen. We were, the roles that we did play, they needed to mean something at this time. And, Miss Esther Rolle was aware that, if she was going to go on TV, she needed to represent us in a proper way. And, she had a very spiritual background. She represented something great. So anyway, she wanted to make sure that she depicted, African Americans on the screen in the way she wanted us to be seen. She was not willing to sell her soul for fame, not whatsoever. She did finally agree to take the part, and the audience began to just love her character. She was very outspoken. She had a confident demeanor. So much so that in 1974, she was offered her own spin-off series, which we know as Good Times, right? So the producers who originally envisioned her character, Florida Evans, for the Good Time show, they wanted her to be depicted as a single mom. Well, Miss Rowe was concerned about the lack of black fathers on TV, so she insisted that the show, if they wanted her to be on the show, that it depicted a two-parent family. Now, you know, the agenda back then was to take the black man out of the home, because if the black man is out of the home, then, you know, the home is broken. But that's another subject. So anyway, she was a woman who stood for something. You know, she actually, what is his name? John Amos played her husband on the show. John Amos. And in 1990, Rose, she worked behind and in front of the camera a lot, and she had earned a NAACP Civil Rights Leadership Award for helping raise the image of African Americans in popular culture. You know, she was really a good representation of us on TV. And I remember watching the show and, you know, feeling a motherly energy, you know, feeling empowered, feeling like it was okay to have brown skin, feeling like it was okay to have natural hair. You know, these things, she empowered these things. She also stated one time when she was doing an interview, we worked in the fields as children, but my daddy made us promise to never be domestics. I wonder how he would feel if he lived to see me famous as a maid. So today I want to give honor to Miss Esther Rolle, aka Florida Evans. You know, not only was she just a popular TV character, she actually stood for something in the black community.
Okay, that means something.
Yes.
I remember Florida Evans.
Okay.
Flo Rida. Making a way when it can.
Hey,
temporary layoff.
Good times, easy credit rip off. Good times, and scratching and surviving. Good times, ain't we lucky we got.
When they say hanging in the
child
line.
Hanging in the child line.
Yeah, hanging in the child line.
You know where I learned what it actually say on Dave Chappelle's show?
I think me too.
I learned what the words were on Dave Chappelle's show. That was funny.
Me too. Okay, so the person that I chose is Marcus Garvey. Marcus Mosiah Garvey in the year of 1887, and transitioned from this world in the year of 1940. Right now, Marcus Garvey was a Jamaican native. He was born Jamaican, and he had a particular mindset against, you know, he wasn't necessarily a person that emanated certain religious culture. I think it was a combination of a lot. So nevertheless, in the year 1914, he founded a union called the UNIA, right? And then he further moved in 1916 to establish a branch in America, in the United States, North America. And what he wanted to do, he wanted to unify Africa, and he wanted people in America that was of African descent to go back home, and he wanted to unite the African diaspora. So he had peace in mind, right? It makes you wonder what, you know, just how hard his fight was, because surely the nation wasn't ready for a guy like him back then, right? So his mission was to unify Africa. But Marcus Garvey had a unique stance about it. See, at that time, it was a lot of religious leaders, and they were, in subtle ways, they were radical about it. Like, you know, you had the Klan out here, and, you know, you had black leaders that were opposed to the Klan, all right? Well, Marcus Garvey was different. He actually had a relationship and an understanding with the Klan. And his take on it was, y'all over there and we over here. There's no need to mingle, right? That was Marcus Garvey's stand. He was like, so a lot of other black black leaders and religious leaders at the time, particularly W.E. Du Bois, they stood against him openly. They didn't like Marcus Garvey. They was like, why would you be over there associating with them? But what they didn't really understand was he had an agenda. Like, what he wanted to do was he wanted to establish This is what belongs to us. That's what belongs to y'all. It ain't no need to war about it. Ain't no need for me to feel no certain type of way about you and how you feel about me. Just stay over there, right? But of course, everybody wanted to push a semi-radical narrative, right? That wasn't Marcus Garvey. So he was avoided by a lot of leaders because he was a separatist as opposed to a radicalist. He wasn't about being radical, he was about being separate. So later on, and another thing, he was a master manifester. Like, he was the first black mind to begin to organize small unions, like little facets, like I'll get to that. But nevertheless, in 1919, he established what was known as the Black Star Shipping Line. And this was important because he was now bridging the gap for transport from Africa to America. So it really got thick because he was manifesting his vision. He wanted unity and he wanted to unify Africans and people of African descent. And he began to do that with the shipping line. So it got real crazy. And then in 1919, America wasn't a favorable place. Basically, the mob was running the country. So, here you have this black Jamaican man that's in America trying to establish a route of transport for Africans to go back home. And then he started a movement called the Back to Africa movement, right? So nevertheless, his work is not really recognized or polarized amongst the people, but he is the foundational mindset that established other influential black movements like Rastafari, Nation of Islam, Black Power Movement, and Morrison's Temple of America, right, where they honor him as the predecessor of Noble Drew Ali and the Morrison's Temple. They honor him. So Marcus Garvey was a man that set an algorithm for change, right? Very spiritual. So much so that I'll say upper echelon societies, they named his frame of thought Garveyism. Like, because he was a one-of-a-kind guy. So when you study his aspect and the way he approached life and relationships, it was a strength. It didn't emanate a weakness. It emanated a proudfulness about oneself. Like, he was one that believed, like, it's cool if we exist on this rock together, but we over here, y'all over there, right? So, like I said, his mind was, the construct of his mind had introduced a certain resistance to the identity of our nation in regards to black history. Like, he was the first one to begin to organize and manifest groups. And after that, like I said, you had the Nation of Islam, you had all of these movements come after him, but he was the first one. So we honor Marcus Garvey today for his efforts. All right, we moving right along, y'all.
Where you guys at? Where you guys from?
Oh, we got downloads.
We got downloads.
We do have downloads, y'all. I've been wearing my little, I got all these pads around, and I keep using this one pad. All right, y'all, so downloads. If you here for a reason. We're going to get straight to it. Number one, first download. Work within the flow of present collective energy, right? Now, working within the flow of present collective energy is basically this. When you block yourself off and you let anxiety or whatever, when you let it kill you or and kill your energy, so to speak, it's also a collective energy present that you can tap into, and you can work with the collective energy as opposed to being stagnant. But it requires you to be willing to engage with people. Like, you have to engage, because my wife was saying, with this energy coming with the year of the horse, if you don't find a way to be active, your energy can end up consuming you. So you want to work in a flow of collective energy. Like, when you feel like you isolated or you feel down, come out of that place. Just begin to engage with people, even if you're forcing yourself, because you want to stay in the flow of collective energy. You don't want to be in isolated energy, right? You definitely don't want to be in isolated energy when all of this energy is rushing towards the collective, because like my wife said, it can cause you to consume yourself, right? So break away from the isolation and work within the flow of collective energy. And the second download is, if you are a healer and you walking on this earth as a healer, it's imperative that you understand you have to guard your energy, because one battle that the healers are fighting is this. You have people that's close to you in your proximity, and they seal their fate with whatever they've done. So no matter how much you love them or you show them empathy or you try to heal them, they're going to resent you because they already set their fate. They already played their hand. So you got to know when you got to understand what to expect so you can guard yourself as a healer, like and begin to discern. You know, you can't allow people to come into your life that resent you and just be around you in life. Like, it's dangerous. And when you're a healer, you gotta realize even people close to you, a lot of people close to you, family members and everything, they made decisions, and those decisions, they can't be undone. So you can't heal what can't be undone. Yeah. All right. Number three, I'm sorry. Holding on to the past kills future momentum. Just know that. You trying to move forward, you wondering why you can't move forward, quite possibly it's because you holding on to something from the past. And no matter how much we want to move forward, whichever way you hold on to it, mentally, physically, spiritually, if you holding it and you trying to move forward, it's killing your momentum. So you ever had a great idea and you get around the wrong people and you can't even remember the idea no more?
You know, it's like, you know what I just got a picture of? I got a picture of, you know, when you go to start your car, but you have the emergency brake on. It's not going to move, you know, if the emergency brake is on.
You're just going to be hitting the gas.
It's going to be hitting the gas.
But that's real. That's what it's like, too. Holding on to the past is like pressing down on the emergency brake, but hitting the gas at the same time. Yeah. It's the emergency brake is killing future momentum. Yeah. That's the same way our past is. So when you hold on to it, you know, loose it. Loose the opinion of yourself. Loose the projection of others about your past. Because if you let that go, it's going to bring you into a momentum. If you hold on to it, it'll keep you stagnant. Number 4, God is within us. And so is our greatest enemy. If we don't look for one, we will never find the other. God is within us, and so is our greatest enemy. So if we don't look within to find one, you will never find the other, right? Both ways. Like, if you're looking out of you and you can't resonate with God being in you, and you looking outward, chances are you're going to miss the evil, the devilishment that's in you. Because you're not looking in you. You think it's all happening out of you. The same way, if you're not looking for evil within you, you're going to project outwardly, and you're going to have like a self-righteous attitude.
Think everybody else.
And you're going to think everybody else is evil but you. That's why the download says God is within us, and so is our greatest enemy. If we don't look for one, we won't find the other. So be looking inside of yourself, right? If you're looking for God inside, it's going to show you the evil in you. If you look for the evil in you, it's going to show you the God in you. But if you're oblivious to either one, you're looking for the devil outside of you as a red thing running around with horns, and you're looking as God as somebody that sit up on high, right? Fine, I'm not knocking those. I'm not knocking that. But what I'm saying is the sudden reality of it is that if God made us, then of course he's in us, right? So with that being said, if you're looking on the outside of yourself constantly, you're missing something a lot. The waning crescent moon energy is great for introspection, right? And that's the point. We in that phase today, right? So this is current energy. During these moon phases, look up waning moon. When you see waning moon, just know that's a time when you can introspect. It's good to release things, let them go, redefine yourself, recreate yourself, all of these, the waning moon phase, it's a good time for that. And sometimes, I know we're not really big with astrology. A lot of us, we wasn't taught it. But you have a natural astrological rhythm in you. The further you tap in, you'll align with you'll be astrologically aligned in the universe. You, even though you don't know it, you will be. So you'll begin to lean towards certain astrological things, and they'll resonate with you because your alignment, your frequency is right in the world, right? Astrology definitely is like it's a very accurate gauge of the universal spectrum of things. Astrology. A lot of people in religion, they move away from it because astrology shows you what's hidden about everything, right? So the waning moon crescent phase in every month is a good time to do your introspection. All right. Number 5, the way we treat animals also produces karma. Now, I don't know who that's for, but if you're a person that walk around and you don't like animals and you got these things toward animals, then just understand it produces a certain karma as well. Animals are soulless beings. They sentient. So they have a soul, and they might quite frankly have a spirit. I don't know, but I know they have a soul. Dogs are very in tune with a lot of aspects of life. Dogs in particular. And I say dogs because a lot of people are fearful of dogs and a lot of people are mean to dogs, right? So just know, with animals in general, the way that you conduct yourself with animals, it produces a karma, not only humans. Keep that in mind. Number 7, this is a little deeper, so we getting deeper. Be aware of pharmacia abuse in certain individuals because the descent into bondage is through constant abuse of pharmacia. You know what pharmacia is, or pharmakia? You know what it is? When you tap in spiritually and you get high all the time, you practicing pharmacia. It's not normal. See, before you practice spiritual things and you just be in that place, it's different. Once you become spiritually enlightened and you abuse narcotics or anything, it's not now the same thing. You're now enhancing so you making yourself susceptible to different things. When you tapped in and you have addiction around you or people around you that's tapped in, that's doing it, they dabbling in what's known as pharmakia, and it's different. It's almost like inviting demonic subjugation on you, but not really realizing, because the two wasn't meant to be tampered with together. Like if you in the spirit realm and you striving, it's not meant for you to spend every day in a super high state too, because your practice is becoming obscure and it leads to pharmacia. So you want to be aware of that with people. Like, you don't want to be around people that tap into spiritual things, but it's always accompanied with hard substances, right? All right. Number 8, last one. Instant gratification is surrounded by wicked long-term results. Appreciate the wait. Somebody. Like instant gratification, it come quick. We all like it, or we had our fair share of it. But the reality of it is, if you dabble around in instant gratification, it has wicked long-term results. Normally, when you see people that go for short-term gratification, if you stick around and watch that same person for a while, you see everything coming back to them that they sacrificed for that instant gratification. It's just a thing that looks good. And sometime in life, the devil will show you a lot of, and I say the devil, the evil, however you perceive it, but how it moves. It'll show you a bunch of people getting instant gratification, and you'll want that. Like, man, I want that. I want mine real fast, like they getting theirs real fast. But if you stick around, I guarantee you a wicked result accompanies instant gratification. It's designed like that, right? All type of stuff come back, like, Like
Mm-hmm.
going with the person, you know, some people, they like to go with the person that's going to get them off real quick,
Yeah.
right? Now, when you develop that type of energy, like I said, the consequences is sickness and sores down the line, you know, loss of mind, loss of, loss of your facilities. So just steer yourself away from instant gratification. Be willing to work for it and be an appreciative of the wait. Like, you know, an older wise elder told me a couple months ago, anything worth having is worth waiting on.
Yeah.
So learn how to wait patiently. Instant gratification is not the way. Again, instant gratification is surrounded.
It's a temporary high, you know?
It's surrounded by wicked long-term results. Yep.
Good stuff.
All right, y'all. We're gonna tap in, pull some cards,
Okay.
see what's going
Good
down.
stuff. Where you guys at? Where you guys from? Type it in the comments. Hey,
Talk
y'all.
to us. Talk
What's
to
up,
us.
family? Somebody said they want to meet us. Pull up. What's up?
Pull up.
Pull
then.
up. Pull up then. Pull up on us. Okay? Because we love to go to lunch. Where you at? Okay? If you can't pull up, inbox us.
We
Okay?
in Georgia.
Inbox us. And we
got some people down in
we
Georgia.
headed to Georgia soon.
Yep, we got people down in Georgia.
Book a
Georgia.
We definitely on the way to Georgia.
Hey,
soon.
Des.
Hey, Des. Hey, sis. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
You know, Sister Des, that's one of them people that take her spirituality
Very seriously. We like that.
You know, some people
Okay.
they like that.
Hey, Miss Butler. I hope you're having a great morning. Thank you for the positive energy. What's that name right there? I can't see that one. They said good morning.
Oh, that's another language.
Oh, that's another language?
We're going to just say Kenobi 779.
Good morning, Kenobi 779. Good morning. How are you? We're so glad to see you. It's always a good old day. Let's see what the energy is. Hey, Polly. What's up, Polly? Good
Girl,
morning.
you look good once you back. It's a big fine woman when you... Girl, who was you playing with? I don't know why that song in my head for real.
Okay.
After you back it up and stop, wop, wop, wobbity, drop it like it's
That's
hot.
a song you cut it on right now. Everybody gonna do it.
Wobbity, wobbity, wop, wobbity, wobbity, wop.
Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, we got rewards and recognition coming out this morning with the Two of Swords here in the reverse. So there is a red flag. Somebody's not seeing something. Someone needs to stop something. Someone needs to go within. Maybe you could be looking for rewards and recognition from people when you are the source. You are the plug. Something like that. Okay, your hard work is going to pay off. So I feel like this is a clear warning to make decisions. Okay. Decisive decisions, well thought decisions that are going to, help you grow. You could be really considering some options here. Your hard work will soon pay off and take you in the right direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and your own power. Okay. A lot of you guys have felt powerless for way too long. And now you are stepping into your power. So it's really time to make decisions. Consider your options. Some of you guys are even going through things like, am I in the right career? You could have gone to school for law and now you feel like you want to do be an esthetician, whatever it is. Things are changing and it's time to make some clear decisions here. Consider your options. Stop something. Don't cross something. I feel like before you cross to the other side, you may need to think about a thing, reconsider a thing, understand that you are the reward, okay? You are the reward in a lot of situations. Why? That's how you were made, that's who you are. But I don't know, there's some red flags here. I feel like if you are a person and there's like a major change happening, a major event, you may need to stop and just think, okay, can this person go with me? Okay. Do I want to take this attitude going forward? Is this the best thing for my growth and development? Whatever it is, someone's being recognized here. Okay. I don't know if there's an energy here that, maybe someone doesn't, give you the recognition that you deserve, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're being recognized and rewarded anyway. Our rewards and recognition are spiritual deposits. A lot of people are looking for, things to go into their bank account. Well, you've been getting spiritual deposits in your bank account. You're being rewarded. You're being recognized. These are spiritual things. When you're being recognized and rewarded, that means you can have peace of mind. Okay? That means that when challenges come, it's not so hard to deal with anymore. It's easier to smile when trouble's around. You're protected, right? Because some of you guys work so hard to make sure that, your protection is with you. Because, when you keep dealing with the same people over and over again, your ancestors be like, I'm out of here. Call me when you're ready. Right?
When my wife was speaking about somebody gaining something back, it's like imagine the way you living is giving you years back on your life. Because sometimes we don't see that. We be sitting around and waiting for a big old blessing to come, but not realizing the blessing is that you were supposed to be done last year.
Yeah.
Right? Due to some of the decisions that you probably made, you was probably supposed to transition last year. But the decisions that you chose to make last year, they rewarding you with life. But we don't look at it like that. The only thing we see is what we miss. We wake up every day and we take that type of thing for granted. But recognize the small things. Right? Over here, I got the Page of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles in reverse to the Page of Cups. Now, this could be an earth sign. Now, what I like about this is the Page of Pentacles is a very assertive energy. It's a young, childlike type energy. And upright, it feels good. It feels like very creative. And I feel like you in the energy right now with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse where you resting or not investing, right? But the Page of Cups is showing me that it's not that you being lazy, so don't think that about yourself. The Seven of Pentacles to the Page of Cups, that's you giving yourself time to let your mind create. Some people who create weak things, it's because they too impulsive. They have the right formula, but they won't give it a chance to bubble. They won't let it resonate long enough. They get stronger,
bubbling up.
Right? Bubbling up. Wow. Look, yeah, let's say bubbling over there. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta let that energy bubble. Like when you get an idea, you know how you get your idea full. So let's speak about getting your idea pregnant. All right. Guess how you get your idea pregnant? When it come to you, hold on to it. Right? Let it stay in the womb of your mind. Just let it stay there. Even when your flesh tell you, go tell somebody that's a good idea. Go express it. Fight that back. Because if you fight your flesh back, it makes your idea stronger, right? Remember, when you reveal your idea and you spit it out, it's like driving a car a lot. It begins to depreciate in value, right? Don't hold the same weight. So when you have your ideas, learn how to hold them in and let them build, right? And also give yourself time. Somebody you need to realize, don't look at your life in the conventional setting, right? Don't weigh yourself up to everybody else. Do you know that your mind is beautiful and it's working and it's creating? Okay. So when you off, be off.
Yeah.
Learn how to be off. When you resting, you resting. When thoughts try to come when you resting, fight them back. Because you know what happens? If you learn how to rest the way I'm suggesting, when you get back to it, you'll be full. Your energy will be full. Hold tight, y'all.
I was just wondering how we would work it out, like, I still ain't moved, right? Yeah. But y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, if, all right, if y'all go out and I don't move, you come back, you still got part right there. Okay, I'm just saying, no disrespect. I'm saying, y'all must have a ball, like, yeah.
He was brushing last night. Sorry about that, y'all. Real life moment.
All right, so I have open up, and the Ace of Wands is coming out in the reverse. So, you know, this is an energy I feel like needs to be talked about. You know, a lot of you guys have overcome a lot of hurtful relationships, a lot of dishonest relationships, a lot of dishonesty, a lot of, you know, just a lot of letdown in life. You know, I feel like a lot of the letdown even started like, you know, when you were children, right? You've been let down for so many years. Now that you are becoming spiritually rich, it can be hard for you to open up fully to people. But I feel like it's very important for me to stress when you are spiritually elevating, when you're going on your journey, it is so important to try to find people that are like you to connect with, because if not, you feel empty. You know, you have all of this knowledge, all of this wisdom, all of this energy, and nobody's shared with, right? So I know a lot of people are looking for, I was talking to my sister. It's funny, I was speaking to my sister this morning, and you know, she was telling me about her new friendships that she's developing. And I think it's beautiful, you know, for us to be developing new friendships right now, people that are like-minded. Because let's be real, not everybody that left our lives left on a bad note. Some people we just, you know, we just grow apart, like literally, you know, their life went this way, my life went this way. It's no harm, it's no disrespect, it's no ill feelings, but you know, my mind is here, so I need people who are over here in the mind. You know, if people are still doing things over here, I love them, but at the same time, I need people, you know, I need to sit at a table with people that are more knowledgeable than me, that are as knowledgeable or me, something, right? Mm-hmm. So we got bubbling up under the surface. You could be feeling yourself feeling very anxious, very, very closed in, very secluded, because it's time to start, you know, opening up, reaching out to people, meeting new people. You know, how many times have you been the conversation starter? Me, a lot, you know. I'll go around and say hello to anyone, right? Because I want to make people feel good, and you want to make people feel good too, right? Because of who you are, a natural healer, but you also don't want to be hurt, and I get it, you know, but Spirit says you need an outlet right now. You could be really needing an outlet, you know, so it's okay to meet new people. I know they always be like, no new friends. That's a lie, okay? Just like they told us sticks and stones don't break us our bones, but that was a lie, right? Words don't, hold on, sticks and stones may break our bones, but words will never hurt us. That was the biggest lie I ever heard, right? Because the Bible tells me that, you know, the tongue speaks life and death. So what a contradiction. But it says bubbling up under the surface, many ideas lacking direction, emergent ideas and interception. I feel like it's very important to be open to meeting people. There are people like you. I know we always like to think that it ain't nobody out there like me, but it is. There's a lot of people out here working on themselves right now. Mm-hmm. You know, the collective is waking up. You know, the collective is up, alive, alert, right? So if you feel like you're secluded, reach out to us, to somebody, right?
Yeah.
Open up.
Definitely seclusion out here. Look, I got 2 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. A lot of earth sign energy. But what I'm picking up with this reading right here is somebody juggling in a form of isolation, or you could be homeless, right? Or you could have experienced this at some point. But this is a person that's homeless, but you can't tell that they're homeless because we was there
been
before
there.
too.
I was gonna say we've been there.
2 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles is like either you in isolation and you step out of isolation, you look well, or you homeless and you know you look well. It doesn't show up on you. But I feel you exhausted with this Ace of Cups because you have your heart involved in too many things. and this is the reason why a lot of us feel isolated, right? It's like a form of heartbreak where you get to the point where you feel like nobody can understand you. That's your Five of Pentacles. That's the isolation that I feel. Like a person juggling it all, and you could literally be closing off your world when you look at that. That's like the eye of a pessimist, right? Mm-hmm. Because no matter what happened to you in your last experience, we live for progression. The next one doesn't have to be anything like the last one. So that's the fear that we need to get away from, right? I know that we see archetypes. When you begin to be enlightened, you see people as an archetype. So that makes it real hard to get past certain things in your own mind about people because you spiritually inclined now. So you see somebody do something, oh, they this type person. That's their archetype, right? Well, all of that can present an illusion. That's the Five of Pentacles. That's an isolated mind. So you want to come out of isolation. Isolation is not good right now. It's not a good place to be. Not for the collective. Because the collective is so thriving with good energy that you want to be in the collective energy. You don't want to be in a flow of isolation. That's who's suffering. Thank you, Spirit. A lot of people suffering a lot of demonic attacks because they isolate themselves. Come out of isolation, right? You got a good heart, whoever you are. Look at that big old thing. Anahata lit up, right? So your Anahata chakra is very lit and very open, and it leaves you susceptible to the wrong people. You gotta learn how to guard yourself, right? You a survivor. Two of Pentacles. You know, I like the Two of Pentacles. That's a juggler, right? You can juggle it all out. But at some point, the juggling get old. You're going to need something that's real. You're going to need something that can sustain you, right? You need fulfillment in your heart space. And truth be told, that's not going to come from outside of you, right? You need, thank you. Whoever you are, thank you, Spirit. You gotta, that heart of yours, you got to let that heart activate what you need in other people, right? Because we attract, we don't chase. So with your heart, as your heart begins to straighten out, you still have to be available to meet new people and new, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, letting go of the past. Like, because somebody, you got a good heart, but it been through a lot. And that's what makes you want to isolate. That's what makes you want to be alone. That's what makes you want to, but like I say, when we alone, we get beat when we alone. It's not good that man should be alone. The Bible even says that. Because too many attacks come when you isolated. You might think you're strong, and then it forces you to be looking you looking at life in a bubble.
My mind playing tricks on me. Dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So step out of your comfort zone and know that growth is not comfortable, right? When you in a comfort zone and you in the Five of Pentacles, you gotta get out of there. Yeah. Because you can spend years in your own opinion, right? And none of it really be going on. So somebody get out of there. Go find somebody with a like mind. Strike up a conversation with them. Grow from it, right? No, don't go back to old things and try to get life out. It ain't dead turnip season. Like, you can't get water out of a dry place. So be open and receptive to a new flow of energy, new water, right? You got a big heart, whoever you are. Hate to see it continuously get broken due to a lack of emotional intelligence. Head over heart, baby.
I got the Seven of Swords in the reverse over here. I feel like you set the record straight about something. You know, I don't know if you made someone come clean or if you figured out someone's strategy, you know, or something like that. Someone got caught doing something. You're very intelligent. I don't know if someone confessed something to you or if, you know, someone is wanting to confess something to you because they know you have a knowing about something about your consciousness, your awareness, okay? You know, who I feel like even if you have people around you, and normally people can get like their strategy over someone, you block these things. You are the force in between someone being taken advantage of or something like that, possibly. You could have been very naive at one point, okay? But I feel like not anymore. Like you figured out the strategies people were using on you, against you, towards you, or something like that. You know, you understood that even though you're kind, you don't have to be weak, right? Because a lot of people thought because you were kind that you were weak. And you also learned that, you know, you don't have to really do anything because vengeance is not yours, right? All you have to do is do what you're doing, stay on your path, your track, and you know everything works out from there. Yeah, someone wanted you to someone wanted to steal something from you, but you caught that. I don't know if it was your energy, your time, whatever it was. You stopped something from happening. Okay. It says take a chance. It's time to step outside of your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you will be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm, and you will begin to attract new results. Remember, I was saying that too. You know, taking a chance. You know, meeting new people. You know, going outside. You know, whatever it is, just taking a chance. You know, trying something new, something different. You know, some of you guys are stuck in your same way of eating. You know, you've been eating the same way since you were a child, so you refuse to even try anything different, and then you wonder why you don't feel good. It's because you refuse to try anything new. Sometimes you have to, you know, realign the way that you think so that you can do better. And it's not that it's anything wrong with how you grew up. People did the best that they could do for what they could do in that situation. But once we become grown, it's now our problem to fix things that are going on with us, right? We can't keep blaming the parents, the grandparents, you know, the person that did something to us. When we are grown, we have to start taking accountability for our lives and changing things. Something about your roots, okay? Roots of success. You come from success. Now, you know, some people, some ancestors in your bloodline that chose right and some chose wrong, but you are rooted from a successful bloodline. That's why when you have people in your family that do negative things, it's so powerful, because you guys come from royal, powerful bloodlines. That's why when you do right, it vibrates so high, because you come from royal, powerful bloodlines.
And when you do wrong, it vibrates low.
Very
in the
low.
Same direction.
Very low.
Very powerful, because
that's what I say. Yeah, very low.
To be a divine masculine or divine feminine don't got nothing to do with good or bad. It doesn't. Like divine realms, you have evil and you have good.
You have good and bad.
When you have divine power, your decisions, they hold them powers.
Okay.
Right. So.
Yes. It says secure your foundation, fostering growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead. It didn't say so you can get to the destination, because you know a lot of us, we so worried about where we're going. You know, where's the next destination? Where are we going on the mission? But Spirit is saying enjoy the journey ahead. Secure your foundation by fostering growth and stability for a thriving journey. That means this thing is continuous, you know? We don't just land and we're just landed. We continue to grow and elevate and move forward, okay? Something about your roots though, you know? If you're a person like, man, forget my family, they don't do nothing for me, I don't like, that's fine. But remember that you do come from a divine family, whether it be divine evil or divine positive. Okay? Whatever it is, the roots are divine. So it's very important that you choose which way you want to use your magic, your power, right? Because you have it, you know? A lot of you guys are like, I don't deal with magic, but you do. Because you know, when you have a certain power on you and you get to argue with somebody, that's magical. You ever cuss somebody out so bad, you ever cuss somebody out so bad you can make them cry? Are you that person that bulls up so bad that you be ready to roast somebody, you got it? Yeah, that's divine evil, okay? So know, make sure we use our power and our magic properly, because you are magical. You know, we can't keep going around acting like we don't know what we're doing with our power and our magic. We ain't naive no more. You know, we tapped into something greater, and when you are tapped into something greater, it requires something greater from us. Hey. Hey.
Hey, man, I'm over here
Okay.
going off.
We all tapped in.
Hey, collective, listen. This right here, my wife introduced me to a word this morning. We be learning all the time. It's obstinate. And this is an obstinate magician.
Yeah.
Stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion or chosen course of action despite attempts persuaded to do so.
Attempts to persuade
one to do so. So it's a magician out here in the energy, and I feel we all familiar with this spirit, right?
Obstinate.
It's an obstinate spirit. And the Eight of Cups in reverse to the magician in reverse. Listen, if you got a person in your life that's doing magic against you, or they might have divine power and, you know, they might be an enemy, guess what? They not going to change. They in reverse to the Eight of Cups in reverse. So they obstinate. They stuck where they at. So when you letting your empathy go out to people, those kind of energies, it's best that you just reserve a part of yourself. Like, I'm you know, it's a waste of time to try to reach over there and change somebody, and they don't like you. They want to see you fail. They want to see you destroyed. I'm not saying go to war with that person. I'm not saying. What I'm simply saying is they best left over there. Like, you don't have to engage. I say meaning we as a collective, we don't have to engage with people. One spirit give us the details of them. Okay, it's a magician in reverse, like quite possibly playing with magic, doing spell work, or if not, spreading gossip, or if not, just when people like that, you got to make a decision to let them be like that, no matter what they come to you with. They can come to you with an apology. Okay, it's cool, but you stay over there. I'm going to stay over here. No, ain't no animosity, but I'd rather just be over here and you just be over there, right? And that's the way that we got to learn how to deal with people, because people be trying to get back in. Yeah. And you don't want to let a magician in reverse back into your energy. They not going to change. And this person right here, I know it's to be so because you got him in the Five of Swords. Look, he's scratching his head. He don't even know what's going on. This the same magician. He like, man, why it ain't working? Why whatever I was doing to them, all this, even in some of these relationships that we go through, where a person get used to you being a goofy, or a person get used to you being a doormat, or a person get used to you being naive, right? Or a person get used to you being in denial. But then after God bless you up and give you that insight, that's how I leave them. They be looking like this, like, what would happen to my good thing, right? Because there's too many of us, we belong to God, and we just be in situations where people take advantage of us because you got that gift that keeps on giving in you. And in your energy, it's the gift that keeps giving. Boom, boom. So people see that, they want that, especially our narcissists, they want that. You ever notice how a narcissist, when you look back at how a narcissist came towards you, they never come in their own power. They always come trying to figure a way to get some power from you. So just keep that in mind. Like, you don't have to let the spirit of the narcissist move towards you any longer. And when men or women alike, when they come to you, know it's a spirit. You could be thinking about a person. All right, take your mind off that person, because the devil will trick you. See, when you get to thinking, oh, that magician in reverse is this person, I know exactly who he's talking about. You in the reading wrong. The magician is the spirit that drives that person. And if you think of the person, the spirit of manifesting another person, you will miss it because you're too busy thinking about that person is evil, right? Scratch all of that out. Look at it from a spiritual place. All the bad relationships, look at it like this. This is perfect for you. All of your ex-partners that exhibited the same traits and you went through the same thing, think of them as being just one spirit. that you kept running into over and over and over again, same spirit. So just know, these things don't change. They are very much obstinate. They will continue to keep doing what they're doing, no matter how much, and it would behoove you not to try to see right in a person that's condemned themselves to being wrong. You can't pull a person out of their own condemnation. And that's where we get in trouble with the Most High. We do too much. You know? God be like, hey, I see you over there talking to that person that you only had no business talking to. The divine be at us like that. When you go back and do things, you know. So you don't want to frustrate God's grace. For real. This Magician in reverse is an 8 of Cups in reverse. A spirit, a person, whatever you want to call it, a spirit within a person, they not going to change.
I got the Ace of Coins, creativity, and new heights, okay? So I'm automatically seeing that, you know, creativity. You could be feeling a little, goodness, I just lost the word I was about to use. You could be in the mode of feeling very creative right now, but it's very important that, you know, you take your time, right? We don't want to half do things is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing, you know, a lot of projects that were started but not finished. You know, this next project, like, it has to be complete. You know, I challenge someone to actually complete this next project. Like, I don't know. I keep seeing somebody with a paintbrush. I don't know if someone's a painter or something like that, a writer or whatever, but I keep seeing a paintbrush. You know, this is that kind of energy where you could be feeling like, you know, okay, this is what I was going to say. Right now, your creativity is about to take you on a wild run, a wild chase, right? I told you the year of the horse is all about stamina, energy, fire, right? This is the kind of energy where, you know, don't be impatient, okay? If you are impatient, you may just settle, right? You know, right now, if you are working on a project, you could be feeling like, oh man, you know, I'm working so very hard. I'm not getting enough attention. You know, they're blocking my views or whatever it may be. And we know this because drama sells. Anything high vibrational is always pushed to the back, right? Mm-hmm. Drama is going to sell, is going to be seen first. So don't allow yourself to be frustrated with delays or, you know, feeling like things are not going to work out for you because things are delayed. You may even need to go through, you know, whatever you're creating and revise some things. This is not a time to rush. What you're building is something solid. I'm hearing longevity. This is something, you know, that you want to leave behind, something solid, you know, something that can't be knocked down, something that can't be forgotten. Right? So this thing takes time. And you know, it's crazy. I was speaking about Florida Evans, AKA her real name was, what did I say her name was? Goodness, I've called her Florida and now I can't forget. Esther Rose, AKA Florida Evans. You know, it made me think she got that role in 1972 when she was 52 years old, you know? Sky is the limit. You know, what is meant for you in your life, your journey is meant for you. Your age doesn't matter. You know, what God has for you is for you and nobody can take it away. You know, some of you guys have dreamed of things and these things, you may not have seen them yet, but that doesn't mean that it's over with, okay? Continue to dream, continue to have visions, continue to strive, right? You know, a lot of people didn't make it until they were 40, 50, even 60 years old. So, you know, keep going. Just because you haven't made it today, you don't know what tomorrow will look like, right? What Glow say? I might be rich tomorrow.
I don't need no credit score. I just might be rich tomorrow.
You heard me? Right? So, yeah. Creativity. Seeing this card is a sign that it's time to focus inward and work on your skills. Discover your talents and use your imagination. A lot of us think because we're not kids, we can't imagine. We still can have We can still use our imagination. We can still have visions and dreams and goals. Because when you can see yourself in a place, you can truly make it there. I'm going to tell y'all one time I manifest going to California. I'm going to tell y'all real quick. I was 18 years old. I was running the streets of Baltimore wild like crazy. I had no direction. I didn't want to go to school, but I didn't want to be broke because I've been working since I was 14. I didn't really want to hustle. My friends was hustling, and I was just doing little things I could do to get by, right? When I was 18 years old, I sat on a porch with one of my friends, and I told her that, you know, I'm going to go to Hawaii or California. I had no idea what I was saying, right? I'm going to go to Hawaii or California. She was like, why? I was like, I don't know. I'm going to make it somewhere. I'm going to do something. Well, lo and behold, I go and get a newspaper, and boom, I read the newspaper, and it's this thing like, hey, do you want to come to Hawaii or California? I called a number. Long story short, I ended up and I flew out to Cali, right? These are the things that happen when you can see yourself somewhere. You can go, you can do, you know, that opportunity. Me being able to see myself in California awarded me a life of travel. I've been over to almost every state except for New York. And I'm from Baltimore, you know, so it afforded me to travel and do different things. Why? Because I was able to think outside of the box. I was able to see myself somewhere, and I was able to get there, right?
I just had a thought. Like, it don't really got nothing to do with the reading, so I don't really feel like I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep it to myself. All right, I'm gonna deal with the reading. You got the strength out here to the Queen of Cups to the Two of Swords. So basically, I'm gonna get to it. The strength is showing me the major arcana, which is the theme of the reading. So you're a strong person. That's what Spirit is telling me. You have the strength, but you also got the Queen of Cups to the Two of Swords. That's like going from having this intuition that's lit to doubting yourself. Look at it. Queen of Cups to the Two of Swords. That's like I said, maybe you doubting your own power. I really feel that. Like, you could be a person that really know what's going on, but maybe you want to convince yourself that you don't, but you really know what's going on. In your overall world, the logistics of your life, you know what's going on. You know what everybody doing. Because you highly, the Queen of Cups knows. Her intuition, even what you don't know, your intuition, it's hard to be around you because you seeing the things too much. That's why people do a lot behind your back, whoever you are in this energy. That's what causes you to probably doubt yourself too, because maybe the strength in your intuition, see, strength to the Queen of Cups, strong intuition. Maybe it brings you things and you just be like, nah, man, I don't want to believe that. That can't be right. But that's only you doubting your own intuition, right? You gotta realize, like, you have a powerful intuition. It was given to you. It's a gift from God. You don't gotta respond to everything that your intuition brings you. That's where we get in trouble at. Because people will think you crazy. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes when you have a powerful intuition, you can't respond to everything. People will really think you crazy, right? The reason why is because when you respond to everything Spirit's showing you, you being premature. You're not supposed to, because things need to develop. And when you say something, you turn it. You switch the course of events. See, intuition is like, sometimes it can be as powerful as seeing in the future. Premonitions. All of these come by way of intuition. So when you have a strong one, it's best to learn reserve. When you see things through your intuition, don't say nothing about them. Just hold them. Ponder them. Find out, build a relationship even with your ancestors. Because it's nothing like having a strong intuition but a weak relationship with your ancestors. They try to tell you stuff, you don't know who it is. So you don't know what to believe. The more you strengthen yourself in the area of your relation with spirit, spiritual matters, you can trust your intuition more. Because you can trust the source of your thoughts. You can trust the source of your intuition. But when you don't, you be in the Two of Swords. You be, it's like you got it right here, then you lose it right here. Look, you got it, and then you lose it. So you know your mind is sharp, you done figured it out, and then the next 5 minutes, you wondering, did I see what I think I saw? Am I really right?
Right.
Right? You got the strength now, so you got to trust that your intuition is strong enough. It takes practice, right? Sometime I'm gonna give you a good practice when you trying to align with your intuition. You know what one of the best practices is? Test your intuition, right? Let it bring you things, right? But wait for the world to catch up. That's how what I'm saying. I had to learn it, and it works. Once you tap, like the gift that I have, okay, I can see certain things, right? See it, spirit medium. But certain things I see, I've learned that don't mean that the way I just saw that, that's gonna be like, I need to not say nothing until that plays itself out.
Because some things that we see are only for us. It's not for us to tell anybody. It's just for us to have an awareness so we can be alert to what's going on.
Right? Yeah, and when we do speak, the word is so powerful. It changes the dynamic of what's, like, just say something is supposed to happen. You speaking out can change the course of it. It doesn't go, even if it's shown to you. That's why it's just best to keep quiet until you really know. Just get your intuition and study it. Like, for instance, your intuition bring you something about somebody that's betraying you, right? They betraying you, and your intuition is revealing it. So what do? Well, a good practice would be, don't tell them that your intuition is, I know you cheating, I just know you know it, because that's going to cause narcissistic rage in them, because you're not supposed to know that, right? So when you come in like you got a source that told you, it's going to be spiritual then. And then they going to zap out and break something or do whatever they going to do, but it ain't going to be right if you do that. But if you learn how to have the intuition and just hold on to it and let it prove itself.
That was hard for me at one point. Because every time I knew something, I had to blur, blah, 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 blah. And then I would mess things up, because if I would have just held on to some things a little bit longer, I would have had a better outcome, or it could have avoided some altercations or just different things.
To help you.
Yeah.
Learning how to hold your peace and hold the thing down in your intuition. It helps you to build a trusting relationship with your own intuition.
I was gonna say, even with spirit, right? Because if you are given sacred information and you go around running your mouth all the time, you're not trusted with sacred information.
They're not gonna give you, they're not. The people that's the most successful people on that spiritual journey, you don't hear a lot from them. But they see everything. They know right from wrong. You can't pull the wool over their eyes. But they became confident in letting their intuition lead them. That's when you know you're a solid person on a spiritual level. When you questioning your own intuition, you got work to do.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest places to start is to be quiet, so that you can learn how to trust your own intuition, your own source of information, yourself. Kill the noise, cut the noise out, and don't be so responsive. That's what kills it. Like, that response, why do you think our enemies beat us a lot of times on the spiritual battlefield? Because they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. A person attack you, throw a spell on you, they don't come tell you. They watch you and see if it's working or not, right? So we got to learn how to be able to you got to learn how to be circumspect and move the same way your enemy move, but to a righteous advantage. Like, if my enemy gonna hold information back, I'm gonna hold information back. We just gonna hold information back and let God sort it out.
Okay.
But you put yourself at a disadvantage when you can't trust your own intuition and you're in the Two of Swords. All right. Okay, y'all.
It's time to eat.
Time to eat.
Hey, it's time to eat, y'all. Hey, it's brunch time now, ain't it? Hey.
Treat us to brunch.
Look, okay, look. All of our our information is on our page if you guys would like to book a personal session with us. If you would like to be a blessing to our channel, our information is listed below. Thank you guys for your time, your energy, your love, your comments, your shares, your input. Thank you guys for showing up for yourself each and every morning. Thank you guys for just all of your love. We love you guys so much.
Beams, what's up, Beams?
What up, Beams? Hey, fam. You know, Beams holds a special place to us.
Yeah.
Beams, you know, I just see the love. I feel the love daily, you know, just daily love. So thank you for just loving on us. Thank you for loving on yourself enough to grow and change, okay? Hey, hey. And that was your message. Hey, accept or reject it. Hey, but keep your spirit protected. We love you guys so, so much. We elemental beings. Until next time, make sure you guys hit the bell notification so that you are aware when we go live. Hit the thumbs up. Hey.